Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Kabar from the GMS Virginia camp coming at you with another short lesson that I pray that you find edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. This is the second time I'm making this video. I'm not what you call technically savvy these days, but I try to do my best. Essentially, I made this video a little while ago, but the audio from the TikTok video I wanted to play didn't come through, so I'm gonna try it again without my Bluetooth device. Anyhow, let me start off with a scripture. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? So we're in a time where Esau Edom is being sought out. His so-called hidden things are being known unto the world. A lot of people are starting to look at this man more circumvently under the microscope, and starting to realize that, he is the cause of most of the problems that's going on in the earth, and he started to be called out on it on a level that he's not used to. A lot of these nations are starting to look at these Edomites with, their eyebrows raised, like, hold on one second. You know what I'm saying? You're the problem. Everywhere you go, you're the issue that we have. But you try to make it seem as though you're a beacon unto the world, that you're the light unto the world, when in fact, you're the deceiver. You have deceived a lot of people with your witchcraft, with your whoredom, and with your philosophies. And a lot of people are starting to turn away from that. A lot of nations are actually starting to turn away from that. But you jakes, you jakes just love wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard for you to see who your true enemy is. And by that, you're going to be destroyed by your enemy, because your enemy is doing things around you on a day-to-day basis that you just don't even see. These other nations see it. These other nations are starting to see who the problem is and where the problem lies, but you jakes are so caught up in this world and in this life that you're missing these prophetic events, and you're missing the information that's being passed on to you at a rate that is going to catch you unawares. So there's a video I like to play, what I'm saying, because a lot's been going on in the world, and it is the same old playbook. The same narrative, so to speak, is being pushed. So there's nothing new under the sun with this devil. You know what I'm saying? Because if it worked on Monday and it worked on Tuesday, then in his mind is, why won't it work on Wednesday? And if it works on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, well, shit, let's push it to Friday. You know what I'm saying? And this devil never passes up, a situation that, he can utilize. So let me play this video and break out a few precepts and close out the lesson.
Of course, the black box from the ship that hit that bridge is missing 2 minutes of sensor data and steering inputs. Why wouldn't it? And of course, the ship managed to somehow defy the laws of physics. If you're unaware of what I'm talking about, go ahead and put your tinfoil hat on and follow me. But we have 2 new revelations about that ship hitting the bridge. The first is what Gen Z would refer to as sus. But the second thing is impossible. So let me give you the sus shit first.
So as I said a moment ago, there is no new thing under the sun, and this devil likes to push what he knows, and what he knows is what works, and what works is what he's going to push. So, if any of you people remember back when those aeronautical devices crashed into those the scrapers of the sky, the black boxes in those aeronautical devices were not found. And if they were found, the information that was in them was not pushed in a truthful sense. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing is being, the same thing is happening now. Here it is, you have a ship hit a bridge, and somehow, some way, the black box within that vessel didn't record the information. He's about to get into it. I don't want to jump the gun, but let me, I just wanted to bring that out. I'm saying? The same thing happened almost 20 years ago with a few aeronautical devices, and the same thing is happening again with a few of these seagoing vessels. So let me go on.
They recovered the black box from the ship. They recovered the black box completely intact because why wouldn't they? The ship didn't fucking sink. Then the NTSB informed us that 2 minutes is missing. And it just so happens to be the 2 minutes leading up to the crash. Even though, as we all know, a black box is supposed to have a backup power supply so you never stop recording. But nevertheless, some very strategic 2 minutes is just fucking gone. And the sad part is that's the more reasonable part of the two things we just found out. Like the second thing is not just sus, it's impossible. So here's a very short clip of what the NTSB just said.
27 and 4 seconds. The pilot ordered the Dali to drop the port anchor.
If you don't know anything about ships and boats, that might not sound that fucked up to you. So let me just show you. You heard him say that they dropped the port anchor. And the port side of a ship is the left side. Let's all have a basic understanding of physics here for a second. They dropped the anchor off the left side of this fucking ship. How the fuck did this ship turn right? That's not possible. It's just not. You cannot drop an anchor off this side and make the ship go that way. And look, I understand that the Biden administration is not good at much. But one thing I thought they were very good at was lying to my face and genuinely getting away with it. How do you have a government that is packed full of lawyers and spies, and you still somehow suck at lying to the American people? Now we're supposed to just accept that we're missing 2 minutes from a black box that was completely self-contained and had backup power. And it just so happens that those are the two most crucial fucking minutes. And then we're supposed to believe that a ship just said, fuck physics. I'm voting for the fucking asteroid in November. Of course.
So, I don't know if this is a Jake on the screen or Anita mic, but regardless of the fact of what he is at this point, information is being passed out by what, I would say a lot of people. A lot of people are starting to be aware of the operations of this devil and, how he tries to manipulate the system to benefit him just to keep you in a sense of fear. You know what I'm saying? It's because without fear, he has nothing. And without his lies, this devil can't stand on nothing. Especially in these times, you know what I'm saying? Because he built everything upon lies. Babylon the Great is founded upon lies. You know what I'm saying? And truth is springing up. The people are starting to wake up and realize, hey, hold on, something's wrong. But somehow, you know what I'm saying, you Jakes ain't even paying attention to the obvious. You Jakes aren't asking the questions as to the why. You Jakes aren't even looking for the truth. You know what I'm saying? As long as you can wake up in the morning and make your money and do whatever it is that you need to do that you want to do, you're content. But you know what I'm saying, the prophets are out there on the highways and byways week in, week out, still, to warn you of these things, so when these calamities fall upon you unawares because you weren't paying attention to the prophets, nor were you being circumspect on a day-to-day basis, nor were you praying for the understanding, you Jakes are just going to be caught out there, because the information is out there. The information is being pushed, and through the prophets, we're out there, to make sure that you have an understanding as to what's going on through our elders, from Elder Apostle Tahar on down. We're there to let you know that danger is ahead. Danger, danger, Will Robinson, danger, danger. But you Jakes ain't even paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? So Yahweh Shem Yahushai is making this devil bear. He's actually bringing this man down with words of truth. You know, because now being that truth is being sprung up in the world, he has no way to combat that. He has no way to lean on his lies anymore when the truth is being presented before you with evidence. With with receipts. So I'm gonna jump into the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, and I start at verse 10 and read down. Essentially, I'll be jumping around. Well, yeah, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, and verse 10, and it reads, "But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself." And that's exactly what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? The information is being brought out. Truth is being sprung up in the earth. And this devil can't hide himself, because then at that point, you must be asking yourself, well, who's the one lying? Who invented this lie? And why did this lie come about? You know? And once the people start to realize that these lies were being derived to keep them in oppression, including his own people, and that's how you know that this devil really doesn't give a damn about nothing but himself, that he has to try to maintain control, because without control of the people, and when the people rise up against him, he's lost. But and it reads, "His seed is spoiled in his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not." Everybody is spoiled but this devil. Everybody is spoiled but this man. Here it is. They have control of the entire earth, while everybody else is living under oppression. And what he wants to do with his new system is bring upon a further level of oppression. So far that what he's trying to do is get you Jakes to never remember your power. And what he wants to do is get rid of the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? He wants to get rid of the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua altogether. But this time he's not going to be able to do that. He was able to do that in the past, but this time he's not going to be able to get rid of the prophets, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is our defense in these days. So ultimately, this devil's in the trick bag. The book of Isaiah, chapter 47, in verse 1, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne." You actually think that your throne is going to last forever. You actually think that your kingdom is going to last forever, pursuant to the book of Obadiah. Your pride has deceived you, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. You actually think that your enterprise is going to come to fruition. And you're going to be able to do some things, but Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to rain upon you while you're just about to eat that steak that you just cut and stick it in your mouth. The Lord got you in the trick bag. "O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." You're not going to be called tender and delicate, because you're going to be invaded by Russia. You're going to be invaded by all of these other nations. You already got the Gurkha troops here. You know what I'm saying? So Babylon the Great is going to be in the worst way, in every way, because you haven't paid for what you've done unto the Lord's people. You haven't paid for the blood that you have spilled. You haven't paid for the lies and the deceit. You haven't paid for still having the Lord's people in captivity until this very day. Verse 2, "Take millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, and pass over the rivers. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, and make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, and pass over the rivers," because you're being sought out. "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen." Your nakedness is being uncovered. You know what I'm saying? That veil is being pulled down right before your eyes, and right before the eyes of the other nations as well as the Israelites. You're being sought out. You're being made bare, and at the end of the day, you can try to fight this, kicking and scratching and screaming, but it's going to be to your own destruction either way you cut the cake, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai said that your time draweth nigh where you're going to be destroyed, where you're going to have to pay for the things that you've done to his people. You're that man of perdition that the world is beginning to figure out. And and quite honestly, it's a beautiful thing that these prophecies are coming to pass. The book of Isaiah, chapter 47, jumping down to verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries. Yeah, I'm stand now with your enchantments. Stand now with your sorceries. Call your wizards and your witches and whatever, because at the end of the day, they have no power, against this. They're powerless until Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, not almost like, it's exactly like, those sorcerers back in the time of Moses, in Egypt, where those sorcerers tried to get their snakes, to overpower, Moses's, snake. But at the end of the day, they had no power over Moses. Their sorceries didn't work against Moses. Nothing worked against, the people of Israel in that time. Well, the same thing is happening again. Your sorceries, aren't going to work against the elect, of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So you're at the end of your rope. And even your people are starting to see that they're at the end of their rope, because they're starting to see your lies. And quite honestly, speaking as a man, I feel as though this is your people or their people's last ditch attempt to recover what was already destroyed. They're trying to hold on to a name that the other nations have learned to hate. They're trying to rebuild a country that has oppressed the entire earth. They're trying to make an old car look new, when in fact that old car was the worst car on the lot. Oil spills, rust, and it made everybody sick by its vapors and its fumes. No, a lot of people want to get rid of that old car because that old car has made them sick. Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest to prevail. And you're not going to be able to prevail against Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You're not going to be able to bring about any more witchcraft that's going to get you out of what's coming. Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed by nuclear destruction, and no matter what you do, the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to come to pass. No matter what you do, what you say, or how you feel. And for you jakes that don't want to take heed, you're going to be caught up in this. The scriptures say that 2/3 should be cut off and die. So, hey, specifically, this is for the elect. Prepare yourself towards the days that's about to come to pass. Gird your loins like a man, and you women, get in order. Get in order, because we are definitely we are in those evil times. We are in these evil days. We are in the days of sorrow. We're not entering into the days of sorrow. We are in the days of sorrow. And if you can't see that, then these days are going to catch you unawares. These days are going to catch you as a thief in the night. So stay circumspect, circumspect, Salak, and watch always and pray. Pray unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua for everything that you do. When you leave your house, when you wake up, on your day-to-day basis, you pray. Pray that, the Lord keeps you in this and keeps you safe, because we are definitely entering into some perilous times. And even even the other nations are starting to see it, especially Esau Edom. They're starting to see that they're in Shish Creek without a paddle. And the only thing that they got left to do is try to rebuild a fallen kingdom, but it's going to come to nothing, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua said that this place is going to be laid waste, desolate. And so with that, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the elect. And until the next lesson, Adawan Ratazah, Shalom.